Oh, just stretch. Oh, I'm just gonna relax. I'm just on the road. This is a great place to relax. What's up, bros? Welcome back. It's a special day. It's a cloudy day. But it's the first time I'm showing you guys my other bike. Not the backup bike, not my old bike. I love them both equally the same. Push button start, little convenience. That was a funky start. She hasn't been started in a month and a half, so not bad. You think I'm a punk? I squeezed through. There's just no red line on it. I mean, there is, but there's no RPM. So anyway, we're gonna go over here. We're gonna pull over. I'm gonna give you a full demo of the bike and everything I've learned about it in 5 years of owning it. So I could have sold this bike when I bought the S1000, and truth be told, it might still be for sale, but I listed it, and you know, it was like in the fall, and it was like in the height of inflation, and I got a bunch of lowball offers, and like I don't need to let it go. I love having a second machine, and it's a good one. This bike's been very reliable, as I will share with you here momentarily. What's up, bros? What we have here is the BMW R1200 RS. This is my backup bike, if you will. She doesn't like it when I say that, but this is the long haul bike, and I put a lot of miles on this bike. It is a 2017 RS, and just a little bit of background on this bike. This is the same bike, same engine I should say, that you've got in those big meaty off-road R1200 GS's, but this is the RS, so it's got a whole sport look to it, or a little more of a sport look to it, a little more sport fairing, a little bit different riding position with the handlebars, but the same exact engine, which is a opposed boxer twin. You can see those big old fatties hanging off right there. I'll get to that in a little bit. I've taken this bike to Atlanta, Georgia. I've taken it to New York. I've taken it to all over Texas, Colorado, Arizona, New Mexico, Utah. Huge tour, and just the perfect bike for that. So not quite sport class, but there's a lot more to riding, a little bit more to riding than just the stuff we've been doing lately. So anyway, it's a little bit dirty because washed her in a month, but still looks clean as ever. The red frame is unique. There's only about 150 of these made in 2017, and I had to get it shipped up from Florida. So you'll notice it's got some baggage mounts on it. You can put 2 side bags and the tail bag. I have those at home. Awesome for obviously extra storage space. But we're gonna go tip to butt as per usual. I'm running Pilot Road 4s on the front, running standard stock rims. I did put the decal on there years ago, and it stayed on and it still looks good. This is the 2017, so the headlights are a little bit more symmetrical, which I do like. We've got an adjustable windscreen up on the front, handy for the long rides. You've got these are on even S1000s in previous years, basically designed to put airflow onto your hands while you ride, so it keeps your hands dry and cool. In the instrument cluster, you've got Some of the same stuff, some different. I really like the push button start that exists on these more touring oriented bikes. Almost the same cluster with the modes as well as the heated grips, got to have those. Same turn signal and high beam assembly, same roll wheel setup, and that navigates on the display. I'll go ahead and turn that on for you so you guys can see. RS. It is digital, but it's that kind of older BMW orange lit backlighting, and we'll keep moving back here. A huge fuel tank. I think it's 4.5 gallon fuel tank. The seat just super comfortable, especially if you're riding with a backpack. Anything over 1,000 cc's is going to be shaft driven, so this is a shaft driven bike, so no chain lubing or maintenance, no stretching. Awesome design. Anything below 1,000 cc's is going to be either chain driven or belt driven, and I've had some of the previous belt driven bikes before. They're really cool. No slip or anything. Did some custom mods, did a tail tidy here. I added the Krapovich exhaust. It's the same size and shape. This one just sounds a little bit more meaty. Single-sided swing arm, which if it weren't for that big old exhaust, you'd see that whole rim just gleaming there. I really like that it has a center stand on it also, so that you know, when you're doing work on the bike, you don't need additional stands. It's just built in. One additional thing for these touring bikes, you got this little adapter here, which is pretty cool. You can plug in, you know, the BMW proprietary adapter and turn it into, you know, USB port or whatever you want. Charge another bike if you need to. Electronic steering down in here as well, and excuse me, not steering, suspension, and yeah, that's the whole walk around on the bike. I'm going to do a little bit of riding here to show you guys kind of what it feels like to ride. It's a little bit different. I had to mount the 360 camera up front for this video, and gosh, I really like the gold forks down in there. Yeah, so anyway, this is she, and her name is the White Walker, aptly named after the Game of Thrones era, which was popular when I first got the bike, so still popular in my mind. And it is a sick bike. I had it up for sale when I first bought the S1000, I don't know, about 4 months ago, and it was the height of the inflation. It was, you know, it was just a rough time. It was the fall. It's hard to sell a bike in the fall, so I just got a bunch of lowball offers, and I don't need to sell it. I don't need the money, and at the same, more importantly, like, it's such a great bike. It's not a bike that you know, you go search in Google when you're looking for your first bike. It's something you kind of have to know what you're looking for and be after this particular bike. But I don't know, I might still let her go if there's an interested buyer out there, and you can't go wrong with a bike like this. They changed from the R1200 to the R1250 RS. There's almost no other change to the engine, and then they also upgraded the whole cluster to be, you know, more in line with you know, the new big LCDs like I've got on the S1K. So additional and optional, you can get a nav system. This is the Navigator 6 from BMW. It's a partnership with Garmin, and this is super handy as well. So tell you all the information you need on your bike, and you know, all the stuff that regular GPS will do. So anyway, I'll give it a quick start here. She just purrs. Brembo brakes, part of the generation there. On the S1000s, they contract the brakes out just about every generation. and on the touring bikes they've stayed pretty much with Brembo. So so yeah, that's the bike. I will do some riding here and show you guys what it's all about. It is a very different ride. I think it redlines at 8,500, so you got to be more efficient with the RPM that you do have, and you know, just be ready to shift. All right, bros, that's the review of the 2017 R1200 RS, the White Walker, the second bike that I own. I'm going to be riding this a little bit more in the next couple days. I think you'll see why soon. And let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of the bike, or the class that it's in. The price I was selling it for with bags and everything was $14K, and it's got about 19,000 miles on it. So not bad, single owner, garaged, and if I do let go of it, it'll be a sad day. I wanted to get out and show you guys this. A couple of people have been asking for some, you know, hey, what other bikes have I rode, have I owned, do I own, you know, all of that stuff. So yeah, just thought I'd get out here. Now's as good a time as any, if not better. A few things to get used to. The GP shift isn't there. The RPM isn't there. But the quick shifter's there. I might be able to take a Mustang. Probably not. Just kidding. And we are going to a little photo shoot, which is why I'm carrying the backpack. I'm going. There we go. Switch it over to some MPHs for you guys. Let's get right back off. The downshifting, the clutchless downshifting is so smooth. Go ahead, bro, your world. I wonder if I could bust a wheelie on it. Bust a wheelie. I think I gotta turn the ABS off. ABS off. Probably have to do a clutch wheelie. Don't have enough space.